Yo, what it do, everybody? This your boy Titus, man, here in South Carolina, man. And one thing I wanted to do was to come on here today. This is a Sunday, September 29th, man, to talk about the Pick 3 lottery tips to help you guys get more hits to end the month, to end the year in 2024. I just started my channel, but hey, as I see things, I'm gonna pop on here and I'm gonna tell you what I see so that you can look at it, you can use it, hopefully, and get hits. First of all, I want to also say that, hey, man, I want to start by saying, the Pick 3 lottery is something you do. It's just for fun. We're just trying to make a little money on it. Just like any other thing you gamble on or any other thing that you do like an investment. It's no guarantees, right? Just want to say it's no guarantees. That being said, I really wanted to come up here today and show you guys what I do with a number from start to finish so that you can see what I do to generate hits, right? But I also, before I start, I want to congratulate those who've been watching my videos. Thank you guys. Remember, drop me a comment in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Like the post if you like the information that you're being seen. If you don't like the information you've seen, hey, say you don't like it. Every little bit helps. I think this is really the only channel that's specific to the South Carolina Education Lottery. I think my channel really the only one here in the state, specifically that deal with the Pick 3. I mean, if you're out there and you really, really, really good with playing Pick 4, hey, start a Pick 4 channel and really educate people on how we can win Pick 4. Because, that's $25,000 to $5,000. That's life-changing almost for some people if you got bills and things you're trying to get done. But, hey, let me jump on in it. But remember, like the video. Also, go and subscribe. Also, drop a comment and let me know, what you like. If you want some more information, drop a comment and say, hey, T, I need some information. But let me jump into showing you what I do with a number, and how I produce hits. All right. So first of all, yesterday's winning number in the evening was 877. Right. So if you go back, you go in the app or you go on the website and look up Pick 3 Lottery 928. The evening number was 877. That midday was 420. And I think in the previous video, I told you guys, hey, numbers in September are currently loving to repeat. Guys, the number 420, 402, 204, those 3 digits hit 3 times this month, guys. So if you're the person that like to play a number for a whole month, if you've been playing that 402, 420, whatever all month, you hit 3 times. Now, I love to tell people, make sure that you are paying attention to the numbers that are hitting, all right? Also, remember, get you a notebook. Get you a notebook, write down these numbers so you can see the trend for the month. So you can see how the numbers are hitting in that particular month. But let me jump in. First of all, like I always told y'all before, I like the 1, 2, 3 and the 3, 6, 9 rundown. Those are my 2 rundowns that I like to do. All right. And so let me show you what the rundown consists of doing. All right. So you see the numbers 3, 6, 9, and that's the workout. But then you see the winning number was 877. And remember, guys, when you do these numbers, you're going to add them until they repeat. So that 3 and that 8, that becomes a 1, that 6, and that 7, that becomes a 3, that 9, and that 7, that becomes a 6. All right. I already see the number I like already. But if you want to do like I do, you don't got to do what I do, but you can. But I go through and I start off right here in the right-hand corner first, because these numbers kind of go like this in an order, right? They go in an order. All right. And then you start adding these numbers up. So you got your 4, right? And then you got your 9, and you got your 7, and your 5. You got your 1, your 0, and you got your 7, your 3, right? Remember, you'll start seeing the numbers kind of mirror each other as you go down. That's how you know you're adding it right if you're not a really good math person. If you need that type of, but you see this number repeated, all right? Pay attention to those type of numbers, guys. Pay attention to those numbers as well. Where am I at? All right, so you do that math until you get back to that 877. Now this becomes, right? That become your base numbers. All right. Hey guys, when I first started playing, I would do this rundown and these would be numbers that I would play. Okay. So if you've been playing these numbers, just the base numbers, if you've been playing the base numbers this month, you probably would hit, if you played the numbers from midday to evening, evening to midday, or from midday to midday, evening to evening, you probably would have been able to hit at least once this month just by playing base numbers. Because a lot of times numbers, I told you, from watching the numbers, that number was coming from just these base numbers. All right. So, but just to show you some things that I do when I'm playing and I look at the base numbers, first thing that I like to do too is find my key boxes. Key boxes, you're going to notice in your key box is going to be 2 mirroring numbers. So up here, you're going to see 9950, right? That's one key box. And then it's going to be up here. It's going to do the same thing up top, right? That's a key box. And I got that term from this lady that's on the internet. I think her name was Miss Florida. She called it a key box. Guys, I just want to give you a heads up. The key boxes also can generate hits. I have seen that where like this 9, 5, and this 4, those 3 digits will come out, right? They might come out like yesterday was the E, might come out the evening night, or it might come out the midday tomorrow. But those boxes also can generate you hits. All right. Now, one thing that I've always paid attention to, I haven't really seen people talk about it on channels, but one thing I personally have seen hits from is paying attention to repeat numbers in your workout. What you might ask, man, Titus, what you talking about? Like I told you, like I said, I saw earlier, because I already did these workouts so many times. I kind of know that certain numbers that's going to end up repeating. The 1, the 3, and the 6, right? See how it repeats down here, right? Those are 2 repeat numbers in the workout. That tells me, as a person who plays Pick 3 Lottery, and I've been playing it for a while, guys, that it's going to be other numbers. Some of you might be looking at the thing going right now, going, oh, I see some more repeat numbers. Like right here, the 0, 5, 5, right? 5, 5, 0, right? Now I know I'm on chalkboard paint and stuff, guys, and I know it's kind of getting a little bit a little hard to read, but those numbers repeated. Another one that's going to repeat is your 712 right here, right? You got more repeat numbers. Now, hopefully you're following along in your notebook. If you're following along in your notebook, you will be able to see those numbers better than how you can see them right now on the actual workout. But just to point them out, right? I'm just wanting to point them out. You got your 712, right? And you got your 055. And then that repeats at the bottom is 217, right? And 550. And then on your top, you got your 6, your 3, and your 1. So that's 3 repeat numbers, right? In that actual workout. Now, I usually play those numbers, right? And I usually play those numbers a straight box. So I play them for $1. I play them box and I play them straight. All right. I usually play it like that because sometimes you don't know how that number's going to come out. Sometimes that number comes out 712, and then sometimes it might come out 721, or it might come out 127. That's been the type of number I've really been seeing lately, is that 127. Primarily because it's been put in the mirroring numbers at the end of the winning number for the last couple of months. But hey, when you see that number, you want to play those numbers or build your winning number around those two numbers, that two mirror numbers, the 7 and the 2, all right, or the 5 and the 0. You can build your winning numbers around those numbers. But also remember what I told you in a previous video, pay attention to the winning number, because sometimes the winning number produces the next winning number. So like 877, you never know, they might decide to mirror the 7, one of these 7s. And remember, a mirror number is anything plus or minus 5. So that would be 827, right? So that would be 827 if they decide to mirror it. Or even with the 8, it might end up being 377. They might want to mirror the 8. Or they might want to mirror the 8 and the 7, and they might want to do 327. All right. So one thing we have to do, guys, is pay attention. So this is kind of what I usually do. This is my first thing I do with any workout that I do to produce hits. All right. Sometimes I play the numbers for 2 days. Sometimes I just play the number for a day. But just want to, make sure you guys know, in all transparency, most of the time I play between 15 and 20 numbers. At the midday, 15 to 20 numbers at the evening. Or I might just play the midday, don't play the evening. But I'm going to play either that morning or that afternoon every single day. Some people can afford to play that much. If you can't afford to play that much, remember, figure something you like out and stick to it. Another thing, you see how there's a mirror right here, the 4 and the 9. And down here is the 9 and the 9. I have seen the numbers above those mirror numbers hit on both sides of the workout. So you have your 2 right here, and that number right above it would have been 1-3 or 137 or 133. Guys, I have seen that hit. So say you only got enough money to play $1 in the morning, $1 in the afternoon. Hey guys, do your workout, figure out that number, and you can play that number till it hit. I guarantee you, eventually it's gonna hit. All right, just doing that will help you hit. All right, so I didn't want to be up here long. I didn't want to do a really, really long video. But I did want to kind of do a start to finish type of video where I show you exactly how I do what I do to generate hits in the Pick 3 lottery here in the state of South Carolina. Again, guys, I live here, right? I'm looking at the lottery the same way you're looking at the lottery. I know that the 1, 2, 3 and the 3, 6, 9 workouts generates hits. All right, it generates hits. A lot of people, guys, are getting their hits from using just those 2 workouts. Now, granted, if you're out there and you're using a totally different system and it's generating hits for you, I'm happy for you. And I'm proud of you. If not, granted, if you're the type of person that's out here spending 100 in the morning, 100 in the afternoon, guys, and trust me, there are people out here spending $100 in the morning, $100 in the afternoon. They're spending $200 a day. I know the people that go to the same stores I go to play the lottery at. Guys, them guys are spending and making a lot of money, but they also are paying a lot of money. If you're one of the type of people who can't do that, remember, do not do that. Again, this is Titus. I just want to come up here for a few minutes to talk to you guys about the Pick 3 lottery. Remember, like my channel. Remember, drop me a comment. Remember, subscribe to my channel. If you like what you see, you got a friend that needs some information on it, hey, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Let's try to blow the channel up. If you're a past winner or a person that's been making a lot of money, hey, comment on the channel so we can shout you out. And man, I just like to see people win. I like to see people get money. guys, hey, there are people who are using these tips that I'm telling you because I learned the same tips from other people. And you got people who no longer go to their day-to-day. They just play the lottery. So hopefully one day, one of you guys come on the channel and say, hey, man, you know, Titus, man, I no longer work. I just play the lotto and I win. But if you're a person out here with an amazing pick 4 workout that really, really works, remember, start you a channel, man, so I can start following you. I played a pick 4, but I never really hit it. Again, it's Titus Presley, man. I'm that South Carolina pick 3 lottery guy, and I'm coming up here with all kind of tips in the state of, all kind of tips for 2024 because I want to see everybody get this money. Let's get this money, y'all.